Hello! Today we're going to be taking a look at standardized testing in Texas. There is so much history behind how Texas got to where it is now regarding standardized testing. We wanted a way to test if students were learning at a target pace and understanding what was being taught to them. It starts in 1845 when Horace Mann, an education reformer, wanted to find the best teaching methods so that each child had an equal opportunity to learn. In place of the traditional oral exam, he believed students should prove their knowledge through a written exam. The 1979 Texas legislature decided that beginning in 1980, students needed to take exams to test basic skills. In 1980, TABS, or the Texas Assessment of Basic Skills, was a literacy test that tested students in 3rd, 5th, and 9th grade. In 1986, there was TEAMS, the Texas Educational Assessment of Minimum Skills. It was the first test statewide that students must pass to receive a high school diploma. In 1990, TAS shifted focus from minimum skills to academic skills. TAS reading, writing, and math were administered in grades 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 11th. The TAKS test came along in 2003. It was more comprehensive and measured more of the state-mandated curriculum. It added assessments in grades 5th and 8th. It seems to be getting more and more complex. This must be getting harder and harder on teachers, administrators, and students. In 2011, we get the STAR test. It's used for 12 end-of-course assessments, as well as all new assessments for grades 3rd through 8th. All of these assessments are mandated by the Texas legislature. Wow, that sure were a lot of tests. Now let's go over the criticisms of standardized testing. According to Regeluth, an American education theorist, tests do more harm than good. They're necessary but insufficient. And also, perceptions of standard skills vary from person to person. In his book, The Mathematics Teacher, W.D. Reeve questions if the material is relevant to recent times. This begs the question, what does all of this mean for teachers today? Before the 1980s, students had no mandated testing. Teachers taught how they wanted and decided for themselves if the students were learning. Ever since the implementation of standardized testing, teaching and learning has become more and more rigorous. Requirements to move on and eventually graduate have become more and more demanding. For teachers, test results are ultimately a fundamental to being employed, as well as a requirement to maintain certification. They're often a reflection for teacher preparedness and classroom performance. Testing has changed so much in 40 years, there's quite a bit of responsibility on teachers now. Educators must ensure that students are prepared to take them, but also provide them with what they need to become valued members of society. Looks like you made it through the video. Thanks for giving us a watch.